Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Wings of Liberty on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, after going through the first of the Zeratul Prophecy missions, we'll be embarking on the second of the Prophecy missions. Although we have to do some additional research because we got a bunch of Zerg and Protoss research from that mission.
Remember, death is not the end. Hyperion says, take a mulligan.
Yeah, so the research upgrades that we just got were the automated refineries, meaning our refineries no longer need units on them, and the regenerative biosteel, meaning our mechs and airships heal naturally over time. Hey, Tosh.
Tosh has been there, and he's done that.
And now you've been seeing what he's seen.
That ain't nothing to do with you. Stay out of my head, Tosh.
Haven't
Yeah,
you?
Tosh.
But you want to tread careful when you go looking into the beyond. If you need me, you know where I'll be.
Sure thing, Zul'jin.
We have a very special guest
Sorry,
today.
it's Vol'jin that does
Crown
that.
Prince Valerian. Thank you so much for joining us, Highness.
Thank you, Kate. It's wonderful to be here.
Let me get right to the question on everyone's mind. Is there anyone special in your life right now?
Celebrity
Kate,
gossip.
I've had a crush on you for many years.
Stop.
No, I'm dead serious, and I want the entire universe to know.
There's little time for such things. I've been studying military tactics under General Warfield, and whatever spare time I have is devoted to Statecraft.
Statecraft.
Very clever script writers, very clever. Because Statecraft sounds like spacecraft. Or life raft.
Back to the laboratory to go look at the Ihan Crystal some more.
President William Howard Taft.
And we made our way to the Forbidden Archive world.
The Triumvirate.
There, a triumvirate of mystic preservers awaited us.
And in the shadows, something else was watching.
Something else was watching. And
How cryptic.
All right, Zeratul, old buddy, you got your mysterious prophecy. Now let's see what your preserver's made of it.
Yeah, Zeratul can't read the prophecy for some goddamn reason, even though later on he will be able to.
He forgot his...
my quest to decipher the
He forgot his radioactive glasses.
archive world of Zakul. Here, 3 immortal preservers guarded ancient knowledge.
I'm not entirely sure what they mean by
Only they
immortal,
could
but
transcribe the prophetic fragments.
Well, I mean, you can't do your job if you're dead.
yeah, but I'm not entirely sure if that technically means they're part of the Purifier program, which we might end up seeing later, or if they're just actual AI machines, AI infused machines.
Oh,
Another different
boys.
faction.
This
So
is
that's what
starting
the
to look like
Purifiers
a start from scratch, develop your army type of mission.
Yet these
Yep.
structures are intact. With power, they would be functional.
We also get access to one of the most powerful of the new Protoss units for the campaign that ended up replacing the Reavers. Thank fuck. During this mission.
Thank fuck.
Yeah, I still hate Reavers. I might show off the returning Reavers because yes, Reavers are still here. They're just an optional mission. They're just an optional unit. And yeah, we don't get access to Zeratul for this mission.
Damn it. Well, now we're using a brand new system, a brand new menus, and brand new structures, and brand new workers, and all this crap.
Yes, we need to use pylons in order to actually power our buildings.
Pylons are the light force of Protoss.
They give us access to a Twilight Council, but no, we get Templar archives later on in the mission. That's what goes on.
The assimilator merges the worlds, kind of like taking the universe and folding it in half like a sheet of toilet paper.
Close by. We must find them.
Is there even any reason for them to give us a Twilight Council here? I don't think so, because we get access to a Templar archives as a bonus objective later on. So, I don't think the Twilight Council does anything, because we can't build our own Templar archives. Alright, so yes, this mission is very much a, hey, we're gonna give you a brief tutorial about how to play Protoss. That way you're not totally screwed over when you attempt to play with your friends using the Protoss, because the Protoss are still a very slow faction. They're significantly faster than what they were in StarCraft 1, thankfully, but they're still pretty goddamn slow.
There are many abandoned structures in this place that we can make use of.
Yes. Thank God we have an abundance of time to do this extra crap, because god damn it, I still have to comb my hair.
Yes, down there we have a robotics facility. Up in the top right is it a dark shrine that's there? I think it's a dark shrine that's there, which will give us access to the Dark Templar. And then over at the far right, we have access to the Templar archives, which will give us access to High Templar.
Uh-oh. We're being under attack by our own. Traitor!
Boink. There we go.
Higher power. What could have corrupted these Protoss so? Truly, something foul has taken hold of this sacred place.
Now, what I will discover later is that the optimal amount of probes to put on your minerals is somewhere between 12 and 13. Because with 12 or 13 probes on minerals, you don't really run out of them that quickly, but you also end up having more minerals than you can realistically use, or at least efficiently. So, yeah.
Evil stalker.
It's not evil, he's just corrupted. There's a difference. Ah, shit. Our first hybrid.
A Protoss and Zerg hybrid. Gods, an abomination.
It's Kerrigan's much more flaccid counterpart. The hybrid Protoss.
No,
he doesn't even have a proper name.
Kerrigan is strictly an uninfested Terran. I mean, you could argue that she's a hybrid at this point, but it's a very weak argument because hybrid is very explicitly a faction of units in this lore. So,
well, also that
also
that hybrid literally means, you know, a genetic hybrid, a binding of chromosomes by DNA and cell multiplication, versus Kerrigan, who was not born, she was infested. Mm-hmm. She was already born.
We don't need the full saturation of probes past Gurdette.
Go fish. Oh, he's coming.
First hybrid.
He's coming.
Allow your photon cannon to do some of the work here. And yes, the Protoss hybrid did the hybrid did just jump on us using blink. I think this is one of the only hybrid that actually gets access to blink as an ability, though. So,
quick,
what I'm doing here is I'm juggling zealots, and what I mean by that is whenever one of my zealots ends up losing all of their shields, I end up backing it off in favor of having one of my other zealots start to tank.
You know, they don't have to. I mean, the voice actor has not made any distinction whatsoever between the words that are in all caps and the words that are in normal caps.
It's too late.
I should put up another photon cannon over here. The heart of darkness. When you stare deep into the abyss stares back into you.
The sizable force that we're planning to build is mostly immortal focused, which is the new unit that I'm actually really happy that Protoss got. But yeah, after each defeat that you deal to the hybrid, they respawn like once every 2 minutes and slowly make their way back to their base. They will progressively get more effective forces with their pushes, but it will take them a while to get there.
I return to
I
serve.
return in order to claim my coffee. God damn it, I've been waiting for that fresh pot all morning.
Now, the Immortal is honestly a really good unit. It's a bit slow, but it hits very hard. Think of it like, we jump cut in order to claim our other two bonus objectives.
Yep.
We did not show us claiming the Dark Shrine, but we did do it.
All right, here comes the hybrid. A slow-ass motherfucker. Now this time with feeling.
And this time he actually has facelift, which will slowly deal damage and disable the units that are caught in it.
We're gonna need some backup.
No, we're fine.
I mean, this guy is pretty tough.
No, we just don't have the force that we're supposed to have in order to meet him. Mostly because the force that we're actually building is out on the map right now. There are the two Dark Templars that we rescued.
I think the mission has made itself very clear. Is that no? You just have to shoot him in the head until he falls to the floor, and then you have lots of time in order to solve the puzzle.
You don't honestly need 10 immortals if you're really good with one, getting your 111 upgrades, and for two, actually microing your zealots that well. But 10 immortals will take down this base pretty much without support.
Okay,
we shall stand, you evil hybrid Protoss thingy.
The emphasis on oblivion and none. He's a nihilist.
The one big problem that Protoss suffer from is rather explicitly their unit size makes it so that the big pathing problems that were happening back in StarCraft 1 still happen, just not as often or as drastically.
Some things never
We don't
change.
need to kill the base. We just got to go and free the preservers. Mind you, I want to kill the base because I think killing the entire base is the achievement objective.
Two things never change: war and Protoss development in StarCraft.
Protoss development in StarCraft actually changes quite a bit once we get into Legacy of the Void because of the advancing technology. Technology actually advances for the Protoss specifically quite significantly going into Legacy of the Void. Terrans get a small enhancement of technology as well, but it's not nearly as drastic.
All right, quickly before they have finished regenerating the hybrid. Oh, god damn it, he's back in action.
And he's a detector, so our Dark Templar are not actually all that effective against him.
Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead.
But yes, as Pascaret mentions, if you know what you're doing, you can use the two Dark Templar that you rescue relatively early on to mostly solo this mission. It's a bit more difficult than I want to show off or that I give credit for, but it is definitely possible.
It is now, asshole, because now we just cut you off from your power conduit. We've destroyed the Horcruxes.
We will make of them what we can.
I've always liked the Protoss voices, honestly.
Yeah, they're nice and deep. Very bassy.
The cycle shall draw to its end. The Zelnaga who forged the stars will transcend their creation.
Which is weird.
Yet the fallen one shall remain. Destined to cover the void in shadow. It begins with the great hunger. It ends in utter darkness.
Yeah.
Black screen.
Great hungerer. Could it refer to the Zerg?
Well,
That's quite a leap, but yeah.
you have questions. You want answers? Better keep
Go find them.
playing the game.
I must seek out the Overmind's final resting place. Our ancient homeworld of Ire.
Which at this point is still infested by the Zerg. And in the next episode, we'll go and deal with the next Zeratul prophecy mission, where Zeratul goes to Ire in order to learn more about the prophecy. Be safe, everyone.